Looking for the Ziggs bomb, you're looking for the ult that you get dropped here between worlds from Siwoo, and then he drops the weirding, and he's doing massive amounts of damage to anyone who's caught inside. And then the Yone follows up, sets it all to take early dragons through said Prio.
Yeah.
And he's a great skirmishing jungler early, so it's really difficult for Career and Smash to really make a play here. They cannot even enter.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they kind of want to do something, but it's just a smite on the dragon. We got an ult down on a VicLa, as immediately ShowMaker is forcing VicLa out of this one. Flash comes forward, and down will go VicLa. Just like that, ShowMaker warping the game around his Yone.
Just like it.
And the Yone can do stuff, as we do have some pressure in top lane. Clear. Gonna zigzag back and forth, even flashes away. Career kind of reconsidering it, but is going to go in with the flash and the dredge line, and he does not miss those. And will pick up the kill. He's not able to get a buy off, whereas Smash is TP. And they're actually just going to get a hook here onto the Seraphine. Kellin, no encore. He might just have to flash the wall, and there it is. ShowMaker looking maybe to ult on in. But
that could just be Dragon here for Dplus. I think it likely will be. And
yeah.
It was really good pressure applied there by the bottom duo. Like you mentioned, the TP is there for Smash. He's going to use it to come straight back to lane, so he can push this wave in and out.
Hextech again.
It is Hextech again. Now, Diable has to make a tough call. Does he want to back here with low mana or stay? If he backs, he's going to lose so much on this turret as Raptor's coming in looking for a play.
Here we got the collapse coming on in. Subjugate not utilized on time, and he flashes away and just dies to Lucid.
VicLa is overcommitting as well.
Yeah, should be able to get this kill though. We'll see what happens after that. He will flash the wall and get away.
All right, I spoke too soon on that one. His flash is going to be good over the fat wall there to escape.
Legends here in game number 2, especially compared to the first game we had in this Ash Seraphine. Yes, they're ahead, but not that far ahead. Not as far ahead as you would expect, as we have a committal here, and Career's just kind of getting left out to dry, as ShowMaker's like, sorry, buddy, way more than I expected in this fight, and I'm just going to ult this wall and get away.
That should be significant pressure here in the bottom lane, though. ShowMaker's not out yet.
Yeah, maybe I spoke too soon. He is going to have to flash.
So he has the flash, his back is interrupted, he cannot farm this wave, the plates are going to get taken out here. Lucid's coming down with his ult coming down as well, but ShowMaker doesn't have his own. And ShowMaker's hesitating to back, but I think he doesn't want to give this turret, but I'm not sure if he can make something of this, as Kellin's a bit isolated. Yeah,
Kellin backing on a control ward, not the safest place to back there, and he just dies. I don't really... I mean, they felt like they had a lot of control over that.
They have this Herald, and I said this is going to be our first real major fight. But without ultimates here for BNK, they may just simply let it go. They're in position, but without the ults, it's difficult to actually fight. As speaking of no ults, ShowMaker comes up in 10.
Yeah, Career in a lot of trouble here. Subjugate is down onto him, and Clear has the inside track. Raptor just going to pick up that kill, and DK have to abandon the pit for now. Although it does look like with the Ziggs coming up and a TP channeled from ShowMaker, they want to get in. The smite is good from Raptor, but now the turn comes down, and immediately Siwoo is just dead. Lucid as well being kited out very nicely. Raptor going to put down the Rift Herald as well. They're considering for sure if they want to continue on this one, but
I think he should be able to drift into the mid lane here.
Yeah.
If they tried to stay, he would have been able to disrupt the follow-up fight, but now he's just going to get this guaranteed crash. The punish is so difficult. We'll see. ShowMaker has ult.
I mean, he's in a little bit of trouble. Really did not want to flash there. Looks like it just barely came up right now, but he's not going to have to use it.
And just like
with the
that,
Rise and the Ashe on their team, a nice amount of scaling there, but DK, I mean, that was their opportunity to make this game theirs, but not quite, as we're going to have a fight underneath this one. Diable just gets blown to smithereens.
Well, the Dragon
Drake does go over to the Trundle, and Raptor's not done yet, as Lucid in a lot of trouble himself, and will be chased down. And DK are going in one by one, but the damage is insane. They go all in onto the Renekton, as Clear is going to have to pay for their sins, whereas the rest of BNK still on the run. We have DK on the chase here. They're looking to hide on Bush and maybe get that going, but they knew they were in the charm. But the charm goes down onto ShowMaker, and it's 2 for BNK. And hiding on Bush, the best strategy you can have.
Now, Faker may not be here in Hong Kong, but his legacy still remains. As in this moment, DK have no choice but to follow. They cannot just simply give this Drake up and let them get out. It's 3 kills the opportunity. But unfortunately, and Smash forced to flash here. May still be dead.
I think he's just dead. Nowhere for him to go. VicLa is unstoppable. 5-1 on the Rise. He's 2,000. Well, they use 1, and that stops them from taking the Well, I say that.
Shield does commit his anyways.
Yeah. And now we're going to have the Dredge line in onto the Trundle. The arrow hits nobody, and ShowMaker goes super deep for tons of damage, but now out of position, has to flash. Smash doesn't have his, and he will get smashed down the bottom lane, and DK is gone. And BNK will get something for their troubles.
I mean, at the end of the so much upfront burst at low range to be relevant in these fights. The amount of control they buy on the map is insane. This Trundle has a frozen heart.
Yeah, I think from ahead, this comp is just so oppressive. And Siwoo, standing on Vision, doesn't know it. And gets caught in a really rough spot. I mean, that's the worst timing as well. We just realm warp into the Baron pit, they say.
The Vision game has been insane for BNK this series. They have wards everywhere. They're always watching you.
Their Baron damage is really strong. Even the Trundle and the Ashe Rise goes without saying. You see Lucid, he's going to have to go for it. He's going to have to pull out the big smites just like he did against Owner. Flashes into the pit. Tons of burst damage does come down as they try to go deep for Diable, but Diable stays alive. And they do get the kill on a clear, though. BNK not in the best of spots. Smash kind of ruling the Rift right now against all these low health bars is going to push them off the objective.
And the Dragon is not taken by Dplus. They were unable to do so, and now
they're going so aggressively to try to start these fights. I feel like it's BNK. You've got to let DK come to you instead. They're just running into the jungle. VicLa's going to go down, and immediately ShowMaker picks up a huge shutdown.
I mean, they don't have their critical tools in this fight. They don't have the Encore. And VicLa's still, I mean, look, he was massively ahead. He's still 1,000 gold ahead in this game. But you're not so ahead that you can just walk into 5 without any support.
So forced.
Extremely.
Like, you don't want to hit the Renekton, but that amount of burst damage with the rest of the comp might just be enough. Lucid is spotted. He's just going to go right on in because he doesn't have anywhere else to go. And that's going to be the 6. Just blown up like that. And the Rise incredibly strong right now. And that is what VicLa is capable of on this pick when he is very fed. Is now going to go on in. The stun on the ShowMaker, though, and that means he misses entirely, trying to be the hero. Meanwhile, Siwoo trying to 1v1 VicLa. I don't know about that one, buddy, as the map is falling apart for DK, and maybe now BNK can take the Baron.
It looks likely. There's just no one to stop them.
Ghosts at you, but it needs to be a little bit cleaner from DK if they're going to have a chance in this game, but now might be a little bit too little too late.
That's a Renekton with half a Fury bar. He's not too worried about getting dredge-lined as VicLa does insane amounts of damage to turrets as well and has this Baron buff on his side. They're just winning all 3 parts of this in the 1-1-3, so to speak, here with a 3-man in bottom lane.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, he's desperately trying to clear the cannons, and instead he cleared his own health bar. So, yeah, maybe they're trying to collapse here on the bottom side, but everything is seen.
The Vision game, again, for BNK is just, they're doing their due diligence everywhere. They leave no stone unturned, and so this Wukong flank is just caught out immediately. Now they're looking for a TP flank. That's out of Vision.
Yeah, Griot's getting burst down in the front part of this fight as they are going to get the flash out of Diable, and immediately ShowMaker just dies as maybe they take out the Ashe, as Siwoo does get on the flank here. And now VicLa is underneath the turret, does an insane amount of damage to Smash, and maybe he is the one that can break open the space. Down will go the Renekton. They're still chasing under the turret. Guys, you're going too aggressive. I know your team is BNK FEARX and you don't have fear, but come on, guys. You didn't have to do that.
They didn't have to. I don't know if it really matters that much, though. You have to deal with the top wave.
Yeah, on the side of BNK, like, we talked about this draft-wise. If you get, I mean, it's already like half gone. And Lucid's like, well, maybe I can get, no, I can't get past the Renekton. There's the root, there's the Baron. Goes over to BNK.
And they passed the patience test I was talking about. They played it well, they played aggressively, they found their angle, they get the Baron with no risk. They made it a 0-risk Baron. And that doesn't say BNK, if you think about previous years with this squad.
So got to be careful about that, but and also that don't run straight with the TPs coming in. They have a lot of flank boards, even on the bottom side of the map. And besides that, I don't really see a good angle. VicLa gonna take a bunch of damage, but runs straight up to the soul and says, "I will take you down." Flashes in and takes him out. ShowMaker no longer on the Rift as in will go Raptor. Lucid getting bullied away. And these 2 inhibitors will fall. And maybe the 3rd to follow as well. Maybe they say, well, we don't even need to play around the Dragon. We can just end this game right here.
They have so many Baroned up cannon minions. It's just an insane siege as Clear can buy so much space. And I think BNK are going up to match point here, Valdez. A very dominant start to the series.
Looking fantastic so far in the first couple of wins. Not very close in these two games, as maybe they get Raptor, but they will not get the game. It's 2-0. That does go to BNK FEARX. As